We live in Brooklyn, baby. We live in Brooklyn, baby.
Welcome back, everybody. This is Sanity Check Radio once again. This is Skillosaurus Ken and Eights over there on the boards.
So after the games on Sunday, 60 Minutes came on, and the first story they talked about was Amazon. And number one, I didn't realize how much. I should have. I should have been surprised rather when they said how much that dude. Well, I can't even pronounce his name. The fucking dude who started up Amazon. How much he's worth?
How much did they say he was worth again?
It was either 25 or 36 billion dollars.
Yeah. Oh, he's paid. He's definitely paid.
Amazingly enough, and it could have all been a sham because he had the 60 Minutes cameras on him, but he seemed like a nice guy. I mean, he seemed like he
sincere. He seemed sincere.
Right. He seemed sincere. But and then the thing that helped me led me to believe that was because when he was talking about how they will go right to the edge of their profit margin to basically not make much of a profit to keep their customers and create consistency in their products and their price line. And I thought of you because I wasn't really, I had gone to Amazon a handful of times over the past 10 years, past decade. But it was really Skillet who was like, I'm like, where can I get it? He was like, go to Amazon. And it's cheaper. Where can I get it? Go to Amazon. It's cheaper. So obviously the shit is working. Because
and the whole thing is with the Amazon Prime, which they, you pay one price of I think it's $80 for the year. And with that $80, not only do they ship everything in 2 days, but also Amazon has its own movie service to where they can you can actually view movies through Amazon,
which I did over the weekend.
Yeah, so so if you have an Amazon Prime account, you can watch movies, all sorts of stuff. And actually, I'm in a movie that's on Amazon. Hey, I was up in a club with these two Chinese chicks and looking fly and shit and suave.
Were they smearing shit on you?
Nah, man, they wasn't smearing shit on me, man, and they wasn't fucking throwing fortune cookies at me either.
That's racist, but okay.
I'm just saying. What's smearing shit supposed to be? With a bunch of Asian fecal freaks. A bunch of fecal freaks, or Asian fecal freaks. That's what the fuck.
That's your problem, bro.
Or whatever. You're the one mentioning some shit like that.
I wasn't in the movie. I was not in the movie getting smeared with shit covered fortune
cookies.
Wasn't
nothing smearing on me, man.
If you say so.
The camera was just basking in my fantasticness, and that was it.
Nothing. So anyway, they were just going through the Amazon. I mean, it was really mind-boggling the facility, and it was that like. They said the facility was larger than, 4 football fields or 10 football fields, something massive, like that. Yeah. And they have like 8 of these bitches around the world. And I didn't even know about Amazon Fresh. They deliver food now.
I thought you was going to say it was beatboxing.
But they wanted to reveal something new that, the owner said that it was about 4 to 5 years away from being. But they want to, and the innovation of this, at least you have to give it the credit for the innovation of this. They're talking about deliveries. They're talking about delivering shit to your house in a half an hour. How?
If you're 10 minutes from, if
you're 10 miles from
from one of these bases,
right,
or whatever,
which they're fucking building,
everywhere.
Everywhere.
Okay.
They're gonna have a fucking
drone,
a T-1000 drone,
a quadcopter, which they have for like the GoPro cameras and stuff like that, and you can get them on a whole bunch of different from different manufacturers now. It was like the GoPro has one, and a bunch of other people have one. The first time I ever saw one was FP Russia, that dude that's always trying out guns and shit, First Person Russia on YouTube. He had one, and obviously, I think it was Terminator 3. Terminator 3, they had something similar to that. And so they want to have one of these things, as long as it's 5 pounds or under.
Which they said takes up comprises 86% of the shit that they actually sell, which is a huge amount.
And this thing is going to fly to your whatever landing pad, because they think they're saying they might have, like, for people that join Google Prime, Amazon Prime Air, like give you like a GPS thing outside of your house or something like that you person, so
I'm just wondering how it's going to work in the cities though. Listen, people in an apartment building. That was my thought.
Your shit could fly through your window or something like that, look, that shit can't work, man.
All right, so what is your issues with this?
Okay, outside of the fact that number one, you know people are going to be baseball batting these shit down to the ground and taking your shit. So,
and you think
that's the
this
first
motherfucker
thing.
is worth $36 billion, and you think he hasn't thought about this yet?
So what is the shit going to... Okay, so what is going to be armed?
Who the fuck knows?
So what I'm saying, that shit's going to come...
If they go from Terminator, it probably will be fucking armed.
So you can't have this shit armed, so you know people are going to be baseball batting this shit down and taking whatever the product is. Then you're going to have the hackers that try and just, futz the thing up and fuck it up and have it rerouted and shit like that. Then, what if this thing goes out of control? I don't know if you've ever seen those you always watching that YouTube stuff of people fucking themselves up.
Damn.
There was a dude that got his head chopped off by his own RC helicopter, a couple of months ago?
Chopped off?
The top of this motherfucker was chopped off like in the fucking Walking Dead. I mean, his shit was lopped off like when you have one of them eggs and you chop the top off.
It didn't cut him by the neck. It cut the top of his head off.
It banged this dude in the top of his head and took this shit off, man. He looked like a fucking bottle of vitamins after they finished with this motherfucker. His shit was off, man. So those things can do major damage.
Which again is why my man said that it's about. They show the pictures here. Mm-hmm. They show the video of the shit. Obviously it was a test. But he's still like 4 to 5 years away. He said there's a bunch of shit that they have to take into account for. Safety checks and all the rest of this shit, variables, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying. I don't care how many redundant systems they have with this. As long as this shit still has to come from whatever height and come down to the height of a person, you're always going to have a situation where, like I said, they can try and interfere with it physically, or it can crash into somebody. So you get your eyes taken out because somebody ordered some shit next door.
Specifically about not landing on people's heads.
Yeah, well, look, I said, even if it had, look, I'm pretty sure it's going to have all kind of proximity things on it. It's going to have a lot of things on it. But all it takes is one of those things to go wrong, to bang somebody in the head or something like that.
And what about this? This is really simple. What if when the shit launches out, it sends a message to the receiver like, yo, your shit will be here in 20 minutes. Be outside waiting for it.
Now, fine, because they say when you order it, it'll, it's coming within a half an hour. Right. So you can, obviously come outside or whatever.
Now, if the thug life is just waiting for you and your shit, you're going to be fucked up. I mean, it happened to the UPS man. And it has happened to the UPS man. It happened to the postman. All of them, they get thrown up in a yoke and they tell you run that shit. Okay, that's what you want to do.
They're going to, like I said, there's going to be slingshot.
I wish there's a fucking high-grade laser on this bitch that will shoot motherfuckers in the face if they try to steal this shit.
No, I don't want to, because that shit goes crazy. Wind turbulence and shit starts spinning around, cutting people in half with lasers. I mean, this shit's just gonna be fucking wrong, man.
I think you're afraid of technology, man.
I'm not afraid. I'm afraid of this. Okay, and then boom, check this out.
Yeah, let me check it.
What if a whole bunch of what if a bunch of people ordered a whole bunch of shit at the same time? So now you can have flocks of these shits
again, man.
crossing
You
all
really
over.
Think that? $36 billion. You think with all that money and time, these people won't think of any of this shit? We just thought of it in a span of 10 minutes.
I understand.
They can't think of it in 4 years.
So you're going to have a fucking, like a swarm of these shits going down the street. What the shit?
We've been waiting for the fucking flying car and that whole Jetson shit, all this. What do you think? Come on, man.
Yeah, like I said, I can see too much going wrong with this shit, but that's just me. People are going to pin you out of this shit to the ground. They're going to house your stuff. There's going to be bad shits going on with this. The dude is sincere, and I think it is a step towards the future, but I think maybe if the new houses, maybe if it was like 20 years from now, we started like how the infrastructure in, let's say, Denmark has changed to accommodate the cycling society. Mm-hmm. So they actually started to build a place to accommodate, the fact that everyone is riding bikes and stuff like that. So I'm thinking if we now have how those cheap new construction buildings always have those air conditioning vents, if they now have an Amazon, pad, a Dropbox or a pad or something like that,
very well
to where it can come and then the thing will open and it just goes in, drops the shit and it comes back out.
I don't think that this is going to be happening in fucking Bed-Stuy or
why not?
Brownsville anytime.
So motherfuckers over there can't get some Amazon,
No, they can't. Just like when we couldn't get our fucking cable until how many years after Queens got it. Shit takes time.
Yeah, well, whatever.
And if you're gonna be wild motherfuckers, you ain't gonna get no joy dropping shit
so
up at your house.
So then they're gonna shoot that shit, because then they're gonna go to the white people neighborhood and shoot their shit down because they're gonna be upset.
And then the police will be right there with the water cannons and every other thing.
Yeah, okay, right.
And then you're gonna get what you're looking for.
Yo, I said, people, you're gonna really make. And then what if also I thought of some shit? What if one of these shits like mince up a fucking bird or something? You know, a bird sees the shit. Hey, what's that? It goes to fly up to it. The bird gets decapitated.
We got cars that can park themselves. I think we can have shit that will fucking avoid birds.
Well, what if the bird doesn't want to avoid the shit? Well, the bird attacks it.
Well, then it gets fucked up.
But then your shit gets knocked down to the fucking ground.
Now, if you got them fucking high tensile steel blades and
Yeah, I'm
shit.
saying. So the bird goes in there, smashes into the motors, the shit falls to the ground, and my shit's in the middle of the street. So,
Then there'll be another one out within another half hour.
yeah, all right. What?
And it'll be cheaper. And you'll fucking get a discount on your next shit.
Yeah, I guess so, man. Whatever, man.
You go, Amazon, dude. Whatever the fuck your name is. Don't listen to this bastard. Anyway, we'll be back in a couple of minutes.
We're trying to make it big.